Okay.
Sorry.
So this is the start of our short walk inside. So I have here Swasti, and she speaks English, and she will be happy to introduce us more to the spice garden, and also telling more story about the traditional Balinese architecture.
Okay, so first, welcome to Uma Bali Kuno. So I'm Swasti, and I will explain about all here, about our Balinese traditional house, and also about the coffee plantation. But before we go to the house, let me start from the garden first. Okay, this way please. Okay, so here we have two types of the coffee tree. We have Arabica, the famous one, and Robusta. And then this one here, this one is Arabica coffee, because Arabica, it has a small leaf like this, and the bean it's bigger than Robusta coffee. And Robusta, it has a big leaf, but the bean is small. And also the caffeine is different. Robusta, it has high caffeine than Arabica. So Robusta, it has a taste more bitter than this Arabica that has a little bit of sour taste. And then this one is a vanilla plant, but this vanilla, it doesn't have a flower yet. And before that, have you heard about luwak coffee or the poo coffee?
Oh, yeah.
You heard about that? Yeah, the coffee that we made from the animal poo that we call luwak. That here we process also that coffee, but the poo that we get from the wild animal here. So the luwak, they eat both of this coffee. They eat Arabica, they also eat Robusta, they also like fruit. But when they eat the coffee, they only choose the best coffee to eat it. And after they eat it, they only like the first skin because the taste is sweet. So the first skin will digest it, and the bean that they swallow will ferment it in their stomachs. That's made the taste of the coffee, it's a little bit sour. And also when it comes into a poo, the coffee bean, it comes smaller. The caffeine also is lower and still have a skin because the only the first skin that can digest it. So after we collect the coffee here, the poo I mean, so we need to do the hygiene process with hot water, and then we separate until it's very clean like that. We dry it and we pound it to make the skin is peel off. And after the skin is peel off, we can clean more and we can dry it and we roast the coffee or we ground it also until the coffee we can drink. Okay, and then this one here, this one is the vanilla bean. Vanilla flowers. This one. It look like this. So after this vanilla flower it's bloom, it will look like an orchid. And then we need to do the pollination by hand. And if that pollination is successful, we will get the bean. And if it doesn't, we didn't get the bean. Like that. Okay, and we continue there. And then this one is a pink or purple banana. Have you seen before? Yeah, this one. But this banana is just like a decoration here because we don't eat this banana, and inside of this banana is a lot of seeds. So sometimes when we clean this area, we found the peel of this banana is already on the ground. So maybe it's already eaten by bats or birds. Okay. Now here. Yeah, that's pineapple. And then this is jackfruit. Pineapple also. And this is durian tree. Yeah, distinctive fruit. And the durian is already grow a flower. You see the flower there? It looks like a grapes. And that's papaya up there. And then this is cinnamon tree that we just planted here. So it's still small like this. After the cinnamon is grow big, so we can just harvest the skin and we dry it. And then here also I will show you the bee house or the bee hive that we have here. But this one is a different type of bee. Okay, so the size of this bee, it's almost like a fly, like a mosquito, and the color is black. So you can see them. You see the size, they're so tiny. And they and this one in Bali we call kle or black bee. And they also produce honey, but the color of this honey is darker and the taste also more acid or sour. And in Bali, usually this honey we use as a medicine that we can mix with turmeric shot or ginger shot and we drink it, or we just drink like 1 teaspoon like that as a medicine also. Okay. And then the big tree here, this one is a mangosteen fruit tree that in this area, the season is already over and the mangosteen is look like this. Have you tried before? Not yet? You try? Yeah. Okay, so normally when it's fresh, the color will be dark red or purple. And then inside of this fruit is look like a garlic, almost like that. And the taste, it's sweet. And then here, we only use the skin of this mangosteen for tea that also has benefits like anti-cancer and also antioxidant. Okay, and now we move to the traditional Balinese house here. Okay, so the first building that you see here, this is the door of the house, the main gate or the entrance that we call angkul-angkul. That we, this angkul-angkul, we still use it until now as an entrance, but maybe right now the material already we change into modern material. And then in temple also we use a lot building like this as an entrance, but in temple the name is not angkul-angkul again, but we call that Candi or Gapura because that's a holy place. And then after this door we have this barrier wall that we call aling-aling. That's a wall like a between door and house that we believe also can neutralize negative disturbance or block negative energy that we bring from outside. So that wall is the neutralizer. And beside of that, that wall also is like a privacy wall of the house. Because in Bali that we always open the door like this. So when people come or just pass in front of our house, but they cannot see inside of the house and all the activity that we do inside from this door. Okay, now we go inside. Okay, so this is inside of the Balinese traditional house. So in this one house, all the building is separate because every building also it has different function. So we still follow the concept of from the past era until now. So in east here, this one we call Balai Dangin, or in Balinese, Balai that's mean building, and then Dangin that's mean east. And then this east house, this one we use for a ceremony, especially for our human ceremony that we start when we were